One of the biggest Tetrapanaxes I've ever seen. It's huge Trachycarpus, the famous flowering agave in Montana. I've never seen in the UK. Desert plants in general that tall. Spotted my favourite plant. What an incredible garden. Welcome back to the channel. Let me show you around some of the desert and tropical highlights at East Ruston Old Vicarage. Let's get straight into the video. Yeah, I was just looking at the size of these Paulownia leaves. Absolutely huge. If you want to create the big leaves, you've got to pollard pretty hard every year. Probably one of the biggest Tetrapanaxes I've ever seen. Look at the size of that. Look at the width of this Tetrapanax trunk. See, this is in any other garden. This is the specimen Tetrapanax, but in East Ruston Old Vicarage, it's the offshoot to this huge one here. That's an interesting looking one, new one to me. Fermiana simplex. Looks a little bit like a Tetrapanax leaf. More, just everywhere you look here, there's huge Tetrapanax, huge Trachycarpus. This is what happens when you put 30 to 50 years into a garden. You've built your shelter belt and your plants mature. This is what we can all hope for over the decades. More Paulownia there, pollarded Paulownia tomentosa. It's all about the foliage, especially if you follow this channel. We're definitely into the foliage. So another huge Tetrapanax up there. Look at this empty border that looks like it's been rested, but we've got Tetrapanax seedling, runner everywhere. This is how you can make your fortune. Hey, it's something I've done this. So we've got Arundodonax on one side and then Miscanthus giganteus on the other side. Just to mirror each other. And then we've got the variegated one, which I think is called peppermint. Plenty of Hedychium gingers, Camarops humilis, and the ever-present Tetrapanax. This again shows that planting a tree fern, a Dicksonia antarctica, in the right place. Look at the size of these fronds. They're probably 10 feet long, but it's in a shade. It's under eucalyptus trees, so it's evergreen. It's going to have a lot of leaf fall in the crown to protect it. I'm sure they don't fleece these in winter. and it's sort of damp, shady area, so getting the right setting for your tree fern is a must. Well done, Alan and Graham.
It dies.
So I'm in the desert wash, and this is the look at that double flower stalks on an Agave Montana. I wonder how many people have seen that in their lives. Incredible.
Come with me.
Nice looking group of 3 Dacilarians here. Look at the serrated leaves on them. So many types of euphorbia, yucca. I mean, look at everything's flowered. Got some agapanthus down there. So this is the famous flowering Agave Montana at East Ruston Old Vicarage. The Agave Montana was only described botanically in 1996. And it first flowered in cultivation in 2019 in California. This one is only the second flowering Agave Montana in the UK. Just take a few moments to take that in. Once in a lifetime view. Another huge Agave Montana, and of course these don't offset, so when that one over there with the 2 flower spikes is finished flowering and it's seeded everywhere, it will die and be reproduced from seed rather than offsets. I'm not even going to attempt to identify all the yucca, possibly rigida. This looks like rostrata. I mean, I've never seen in the UK yucca, or desert plants in general, that tall, this tall. What an incredible garden. There's a very healthy looking trachea. Look at the new growth on that. Here's another new one to me, the Hespero Yucca Whippley, double-headed. So I think this is another Dacilarian, and you can see there's the remains of the flower spike there, but look at the colour. Look at the colour on these flowers. You don't see that often in botany for me. Another gratuitous shot of the flowering Agave Montana. See, they had the echiums flowering there. Very jealous of the microclimate they've got here. Some yucca still in flower. We're in. I mean, everywhere you turn, there's a huge agave that, I mean, I've never seen them that size. Look at the size of them. See a lot of the repeat planting. You got the Euphorbia mellifera, seen that everywhere in here. Trackies, obviously. Fennel. You shall not pass. The Echium has seeded itself wherever it wants. Is that a Brahea amata there? Another lovely little agave, possibly a vertifolia, maybe a parii or something similar. Do let me know in the comments, because I'm not that hot on agave. Settle this debate once and for all in the comments. Are you a fan or not of leaving the spent leaves on yuccas? Leaving the skirt on. Personally, I like that. I think it looks natural. Another one there as well. And look there. I think that looks better than exposing the trunk. Just my opinion though. What do you think?
Oh, that's like ours. I like this, like the spirit. I like the spirit.
So we've got a whole bank of Aloewampus striatula, formerly known as Aloe striatula. No flowers, no sign of flowers though, interestingly. And I wonder if this is the dieback from this winter. Nice looking Camarops with a big trunk there. Disguised as a trachea, I suppose. I wonder why everyone else's Nymphophea lasts longer than mine. Mine finished flowering in June. Some sort of Schefflera. Got a lovely little display of potted cacti and succulents here. I can see a few echiverias, agave parii, some aeoniums. I love this one. Tabuliform, Aeonium tabuliform. Aloe polyphylla, possibly. Yeah. Nice double trunk trachea. Just shows what's possible, doesn't it, with time. I wonder how big these were when they planted them. Alan and Graham have a lot of these Paulownia tomentosa, or foxglove tree, or empress tree. But I mean, look at you can see the effect of pollard in these plants every spring. This is where they cut them back, of course. So everything above this is this year's growth. And look at the main growing stem there. Is a good 10, 12 feet high, and the size of the leaves. You don't get those size leaves if you leave it to grow into a tree naturally. But this is what effect you can create with hard pruning. And no tropical style garden will be complete without the mustard bash dew bananas. Spotted my favourite plant, Dendroceras littoralis, or Asonchus now. It's quite tall, that one. No flowers, but very tall, healthy looking. More healthy looking than mine. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please watch another one of mine. Cheers.